What is up, YouTube? It is Joker777, and I don't have a witty intro prepared for you guys, so I'm just going to skip right ahead. We're going into this week's big release in theaters, and it is for none other than Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This movie is directed by the Russo brothers, and it stars Chris Evans as Captain America, of course, Scarlett Johansson as the beautiful, sexy Black Widow, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. And I'm not going to spoil who the Winter Soldier is. However, I will tell you that also Robert Redford is in this film. Now, the story behind this film is that Captain America, it's post-Avengers. He's living in DC. He's trying to adapt to the modern-day life after being frozen for so long. And we learn that he is basically an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. He is one of their main warriors. They call him the greatest warrior that they have. And he is basically, helping them out, taking care of missions, and lo and behold, he uncovers a kind of conspiracy theory, and that is pretty much the basic, plot line for this film. Now, going into this film, I had nothing but the highest of high expectations because I had heard so much good stuff about this film. I heard it was one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, and this movie delivers on every single one of those expectations. I had a blast with this film. This is easily probably the best film I've seen all year. Once again, I know we're in April. I know April just started, but this one absolutely was amazing. I had so much fun with this film. Such a great film. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, the reason why anyone is going to see this film is because of the action scenes. The action scenes are very well done. They're beautiful to look at. The fight scenes are intense. You really feel, Captain America, when he punches someone, they go flying. When he kicks someone, they go flying. When he tosses that shield, it's going to hit someone hard. And the shield really is his main thing. This is what makes Captain America Captain America. Yes, he's super strong. Yes, he's super fast, as you'll see from the very opening scene. That was a hilarious scene, by the way. But when he gets into fighting and he gets into throwing that shield in ways only he knows how to manipulate it, that is an awesome sight to behold. It's easily one of the greatest weapons in all the Marvel universe. I love seeing Captain America wield it, and Chris Evans does an amazing job as Captain America. He just reprises this role. You can tell he's comfortable with this role by now. He plays him perfectly. On the flip side of the action, you have Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson is back playing the Black Widow, looking sexy as ever in that tight spandex. Thank you to whoever wrote the script, and thank you to whoever was the costume director for this film. But watching her performance, you could tell this is a badass character. I love watching her character. She moves fast, she hits hard, she does all this crazy acrobatic stuff, and she's so good at it. And Scarlett Johansson, really in this role, I think she's a perfect fit for this role. She really just brings this character out, and it's always fun to see her. I love the chemistry that her and Chris Evans have in this film. The way they bounce off each other, the way they act together, their chemistry was very well felt in this film. It's just kind of like buddies. Samuel L. Jackson, of course, he's great. He's hilarious, he's funny, he's great. I love him as Nick Fury. I really couldn't picture anyone else playing Nick Fury at this point. I love Samuel L. Jackson in this role. Granted, he doesn't yell as much as he needs to, but it is what it is. I mean, it's nice to not hear him yell as loud, but his role as Nick Fury is an amazing role. He's one of the better characters when he gets his screen time. He's not in this film so much as, the Avengers or anything like that, but he really brings a solid performance to this role. And of course, the one character everyone's talking about is, of course, the Winter Soldier. This guy is a badass, okay? And I know I've said badass like 3 or 4 times here, but that's really all I can think of to describe this film. The Winter Soldier is such a unique character. He's so cool. It makes you want to be him. He's this almost kind of evil guy, but he's not exactly evil. And I can't really tell you who it is because it is kind of a spoiler. I already knew who it was just because I've read the graphic novels before. But the reveal they do, I feel, is very well done. The introduction, I think, is very well done. It's not like, they go and say, oh, well, here's him being made. No, he just shows up, and he's so awesome. And the reason why I like him is because, remember when I said that Captain America, basically, whenever he punches people, they go flying? The Winter Soldier doesn't do that. The Winter Soldier hits Cap back as hard as Cap hits him. He can actually catch the shield, and he can throw the shield back at him. And that's why I think the Winter Soldier is such a great antagonist for the some part for Captain America, is because he can match Captain America in speed, strength, smarts, and he's quick on the battlefield, and he's vicious. I mean, this is easily one of my favorite characters in the whole entire Captain America universe, and I really love what they did with him. I really loved how they used him. He was the perfect character in this thing. In all honesty, he was probably my favorite character in the whole film. He doesn't talk a lot, but the thing that I like about that is that he's the silent assassin, he's the silent strong type. I really like this character, I really like what they did with him. Like I said, easily one of my favorite characters in the whole dang film. Another thing I was really glad they did was the score. The score was very well done. It really played up those moments of drama and as well as moments of action. They really, whoever did this music, I can't remember who did it, but they just nailed it so perfectly. That and the direction by the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers did an amazing job directing this. There was a tiny bit of shaky cam every now and then, but it's not over the top. It's not blown. It's not overly blown. They did a very good job with this. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen them directing another Marvel movie down the road. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and say Captain America the Winter Soldier is probably one of, if not the best Marvel film since the Avengers. Now, a lot of people say, is it better than the Avengers? You can't really compare the Avengers and the standalone Marvel titles, because when you look at it, the Avengers has all these characters together, and it's really a culmination of all these plot lines coming together, and the Marvel standalone films has just, you know, these bits and pieces and these one-character stories. But in my opinion, it's the best one out of the entire Phase 2 series, that's for sure. In my opinion, it's one of the best Marvel films ever made. You know, right up there with Iron Man 1. I really enjoyed this film, and it's a great way to kick off the summer. Granted, I know we're still in April, and we're still in spring, but I feel that this could be like the lead-off to a big summer for movies to come. All that being said, I'm going to give Captain America an A. I really enjoyed this film. There isn't a whole lot I can find wrong with this film. Matter of fact, I couldn't really find anything wrong with this film. It's very well done. The Russo brothers did an amazing job. All the acting is solid. The action scenes are beautiful. Just go see it. I highly recommend that you go see it. I think you're going to have a great time with this film, whether you're young or old, somewhere in between. You will love Captain America the Winter Soldier. So that is my review on Captain America. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I thank you very much for watching. And because you have watched, I now want to hear your opinions on the movie. So as always, in the comments section down below, just let me know what you guys thought of the film. I would be more than happy to read your guys' opinions on it. And until I see you next time, be sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe for more content coming along the way. I'm Joker777, and I'll see you guys later.